Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday afternoon. Let's do some sit-ups, shall we? Okay. Oh, yeah, I did some running outside, so I'm kind of sweating a little bit, but that's fine. We'll do sit-ups. Okay. Ah, okay, the other side. Okay. Ooh. Okay, for martial arts, let's do like second joints, right? Yeah. Let's see if there are bears. Bear fantasy martial art. Okay. Ah. Oh. Mm, mm, ah, yeah. That should be it. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Bear fantasy martial arts. Whew. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okay. Oh. Welcome everybody. Let's grab some drinks and yeah, I did write this morning about 3 4 pages of this pro paper too, and then I started feeling this writer's fatigue. Oh, so I had to start writing. Okay, yeah. So far it's like 33 pages, about 33 pages, and uh, yeah. Sorry about this exposure chest, but I don't have move man. I don't have like male cleavage. I don't. I'm very flat chested. Okay, so whatever. It's a joke. Okay, so uh, whatever. So yeah, that flying car concept, detachable propeller. I think I will write about that in this paper. Okay, yeah. So it's an adjustable clamp classic, right? The screwdriver, whatever. The right? Yeah. So whatever car thickness height is, yeah, just just 4 corners of a car, huh? Adjustable clamp, and this foldable propellers. So even that's just like drone, basically drone. Okay. Yeah, I write about that because Who knows? Maybe Alaskan inventors, mechanics. They go ahead. It doesn't even have to be Alaska. Okay. Yeah. Whatever, anywhere in the world. Okay, let them invent it. Okay, make some money. I'd love to see it invented. I mean, the idea we came up with it, but we just give it for free to everybody so that they implement it. Why? I'm not a mechanic. Okay, I'm not capable of building that thing. Just idea, yeah. There's something I can do. Okay, but actually building it, oh, that's not my area. Okay, yeah. I did not study mechanical engineering. Okay, yeah, but I will write about that. Okay, with a nice diagram too. Okay, maybe I just take a picture of that, email myself, and then copy and paste from the JPEG file, photo file. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Mhm. It'd be hilarious, right? Yeah, yeah. Let's do that then. Yeah. That sounds like a bad idea. Otherwise, I have to just draw. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to do that. I just copy and paste that picture. Okay. A picture yesterday with car with four propellers. Yeah, yeah. They were good enough. Let me get some Tums. Okay. Oh, it's like ooh. So today, what did I write about in the propeller paper too? Some more about abortion, prevention of abortion, unwanted pregnancy, and STD. Right. So what's the another solution for that? Yeah, I'm not in liberty to pronounce this word, so let me spell it out for you. Masturbation. Okay, yeah. I did talk about it. Okay, why? It's important. I understand. We're psychologists. They talk about also teach you about human sexuality, right? Yeah. So as a scholar, we should be able to talk about those uncomfortable topics. Okay, yeah. Because it's relative things, right? We want to prevent unwanted pregnancy, abortion, sexually transmitted diseases. We want to prevent that, right? Then yeah, let out the libido, sexual energy in a safe fashion by watching adult films. Okay? At the same time, I wrote that yeah, but we do not encourage people to go get into those industry because it's not good for their health or reputation. Okay, um, but we already have enough corpus accumulation of those adult films. Okay, so let's use it hmm, to prevent STD. Okay. Mhm. What am I smirking at? Something I wrote. I wrote something like yeah. Even King Solomon wrote pornographic poems. Yeah, the Song of Songs, Song of Solomon. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let me get some this crab apple vodka. Yeah. This from last year actually. This fall I will replace it with this year's crab apple, but for now it is what it is. This is what I have from last year. Let's see how it tastes. Uh, cheers. It's decent. It's passable. Happy summertime, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I also wrote a subsection about Mr. Trump, Mr. Kim Jong Un. Yeah, their friendship. Yeah, which is really good. Okay. Yeah. I did write about that. And now, maybe most likely this evening, I'll restart writing. Maybe not like 5 pages, but it's kind of slowing down. Okay. My guess is that this paper will be probably done like next week. Next weekend. Next weekend. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I write about electric vehicle, its inefficiency. The electric vehicle is not a good idea. And but this drone technology and emergence thereof and detachable flying car, propellers, remote controlled. Yeah, those things. More technological. Yeah, beyond Pebble. That's the chapter that I'm writing. I will be writing this evening and on. And yeah, let's think about things beyond Pebble, right? Yeah, animal farm concept, which is very important. Yeah, those what I'm gonna write next. Okay. I think I should keep continue to write. Okay. Otherwise, uh, I mean, in social media like Twitter, Facebook, sometimes what I write is decent, but other times, some other times, what I write in social media can kind of offensive. Okay. So I have this writer's copium energy. So I have to find the correct outlet for it. And social media sometimes is okay, but maybe I should continue to write some papers so that I don't become too offensive in social media. Okay. Yeah. How about these papers? Am I offensive sometimes? Yes. But once I finish writing this paper and put in the online database, I have extremely limited readers. Okay. Like, it's mostly me. Just like this humanology series. Yeah, the papers I write and publish, not many people read it. Okay. For social media, well, first they're bigger audience. Okay, so maybe it's not a good outlet for me because man, I don't like try to be offensive. Maybe sometimes, but right, but like idle hand being devil's playground kinda okay in social media. Sometimes I become very naughty and like prankster, like yeah, troll, like offensive and even like bully like, right? So yeah, I think I should continue to write papers to keep myself out of trouble. Okay, yeah, because idle hands become devil's playground, right? I continue to write. Okay, yeah, because I don't really campaign nowadays. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, and then I'll share some ideas with you about campaign signs for next year's July 4th. Yeah, the wearable campaign sign is good, but I realized I can do better. Okay? We'll talk about that after break. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what I realized during that July 4th parade is that they're very limited space because they're like how many uh, parade groups were there? Probably a couple hundreds, okay, maybe 100, okay. So it's like back to back. It's like between the two groups, there's very little space in the July 4th parade from Wasilla, Alaska. Okay, Wasilla is like 20 minutes away from this place. I don't live in Wasilla. I live outside of Wasilla. Okay, so it's unincorporated area, meaning the place I live it has no name. It's part of Matsu Valley. Okay, Matanuska Sosisna Valley. Okay, so uh, and I like it that way. Okay, quasi-rural residential area. A lot of trees. I love trees. If I go outside, I smell these flowers like fireweed flowers. Nowadays, clover flowers. Okay. Oh, they're fragrant. So sweet. That's why I do not mow my lawn. Okay. I just let them grow. Okay. I love that natural smell, fragrance, vegetation. Oh, it's good. Okay. So when I was wearing this campaign sign on my back, people have difficult time reading it. Why? Because the group behind me, yeah, there's not much space between me, like my back, and the group behind me. Okay, the parade group behind me. So next time, what I'm gonna do next year, okay, I will order two signs, same size, brand new. I'm not gonna destroy that campaign wearable campaign sign, okay, because this house may as well become some kind of museum of humanology in the future, okay. So yeah, I'll leave them intact. But so I ordered two brand new signs, the exact same design, same size, and I will construct this harness frame so that I can wear it side to my left and to my right, parallel. Okay? Some wooden framework, okay, and some adjustable strap to put on my shoulder so that I can adjust the length. Some slag. Yeah, campaign sign right to the left, to the right, so that people can read it easily on both sides of the road. July 4th parade next year. Okay. Yeah. Even a simple design. Okay. Yeah. So that's the plan. I start constructing it maybe next year because it will not be used until next July 4th next year. Okay. That's a year from now. Okay. So I have plan of time making that. Okay. What else? So yesterday I watched this documentary. Let me close that window, okay? House is cool down, my body is cool down. So, hmm. so uh, the last night after the episode, humanized episode. By the way, this episode is like 1700 episode. Okay, cheers everybody. 1700th episode, I think. So um, last night after 1699th episode yesterday. Okay. Yeah, of course I ate good food and then um Let me put on some jacket. It's getting chilly a little bit. Believe it or not, yeah, it does get chilly somewhere in Alaska. So last night, yeah, I was eating some food, and what food did I eat? Yeah, just frozen food. I mean, leftover frozen in the freezer, microwaved, 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah, some leftover chicken wings, some rice, right? Yeah, vegetables. I was watching this Silk Road documentary, produced by Japanese and Chinese and Uyghur people. Uyghur people, they're kind of halfway between Western and Eastern, kind of half Asian, half Middle Eastern, or maybe Caucasian a little bit. Okay, they are Uyghur people. They are in Western China. Okay, so northwest of China, there's this desert. Uh, Finally, I learned how to pronounce that desert's name. It took me a long while. Okay, Taklamakan Desert. It means a live organism go to that desert. It does not come out live. It was very dry desert, hot. Okay, very limited species, plants and animals. Very few. Okay, Taklamakan Desert. But back in days, before climate changed, we're talking about like 100, 200 BC. Climate has always changed. Okay. Back in the days during the Silk Road, like 200 BC, okay, it was in the middle of the Silk Road, like the trade route between West and East, like Middle East and East China, producer of silk. Okay, they had this big city called Nia, Niya, Nia, Nia ruins. Okay, it has its own Wikipedia article about it. Nia ruins. Okay, ancient. So this three branched tripartite partnership between Japanese like NHK, is Japanese network, TV network. Okay, NHK and Chinese people and Uyghur people, they came together and made a team back in 1980s. Okay, Silk Road series. So like 50 different episodes. Okay, yeah. So I watched one episode about Taklamakan Desert. They were searching for Nia ruins, the ancient city, like 2,000 years ago. Okay? And they found it. Okay? Yeah, it's the city buried in the Taklamakan sand, desert sand. Okay, but you can still see this very straight line of these three pillars. They cannot be natural. Okay, why? It's straight line. Yeah, the second law of thermodynamics, entropy. Okay, in the nature world, trees, they do not form straight line. If you see some trees, tree stumps or live trees or tree pillars forming straight line, that's sign of human civilization. That does not happen naturally. Forming straight line, that never ever happens. Okay, so if you see some structure that's form straight line, that's human civilization, sign of human civilization. Because naturally straight line never happens. Unless I mean, you see the ocean, it's horizontally even, straight line, right? Yeah. But other than that, straight line never happens in nature. Okay, that's sign of human civilization. Okay. Yep. So Nia ruins, yeah, about 100 years ago, a British archaeologist, Mr. Aurel Stein, he paid visit to the Nia ruins in Taklamakan Desert, northwest of China. Okay, northwestern China. Uh, and he did pay a visit there a couple of times. Okay, and he wrote about it. It's all documented and featured in Nia ruins in Wikipedia. Okay, yeah. Mhm. That was very cool. Yeah, Silk Road. Love that documentary. Okay, so it's translated in English too. Okay. 1980s. I just love that desert environment. Okay, when I was in California. Okay, yeah, I did travel to some California deserts like Mojave Desert, Death Valley, maybe some deserts in Arizona too, sandy dunes. Okay, I just love it. Okay, desert landscape. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice to travel there, but I cannot live in desert environment. Why? Because if I live in a hot and dry place, I get constipation. Okay, I need to be living in a place like Alaska where it's wet and when it's where it's cold. My body does not work very well in hot and dry places, but it's nice to visit those deserts every once in a while because it's so beautiful. Right? But I cannot live there because I start to get constipation. Okay, so it's just my body. Okay, we take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, yeah, but I love deserts. It's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these days I spend a lot of time opening, closing windows of this house. Because I'm quite sensitive about temperature, okay? So Taklamakan Desert, okay? Yeah. Silk Road theme music, yeah, composed by Mr. Kitaro, I think, Japanese musician, okay? Composer. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Japanese composer, Mr. Kitaro. Huge fan. So yeah, it's very nostalgic, very melancholy a little bit because they visit this once glorious Silk Road cities, now buried deep in the sand. Yeah, yeah, it just amazing saga. This appreciation of the old, ancient, long forgotten. Right? Yeah, it's great series. It's Silk Road documentary, 1980s. Okay, yeah, it's on YouTube for free. Okay, yeah, huge fan. Yeah. Great, great. Archaeologists. They are something else. Okay, so in that documentary about Takla Makan Desert, there are these professional hunters. Yeah, desert camels. Some of them Bactrian camels with two humps. Okay, yeah. Some of them single hump. Okay, so just camels. Okay, I saw these camels doing the back kick. Back kick. They can be dangerous. Okay, camels. Although they may be domesticated, but they can still be dangerous. Like Alaska moose, I saw it doing back kicks. They're very good at it. Back kick. Alaska moose, they do that. Horses, they do that too. They can be very, very dangerous. Okay? Maybe some deer. Ox, cow, I don't know. I never seen them doing back kick. Okay, I don't know. Maybe they do. Okay, but yeah, camel doing back kick. All right. Then there came this Uyghur professionals. Okay, great with lasso. Somehow they lassoed these camels two hind legs without hurting them, and so that they stopped doing the back kicks. Okay, it takes a lot of training and skill to lasso not camel neck but camel's hind legs, so they stop back kicking. That was in the Silk Road documentary, Taklaman Desert. Okay, that was really cool. Highly trained skills. Okay, lasso camel's hind legs without hurting them. Okay, yeah, that was really cool. I love desert. It's so dry. I mean, in Korean word, 가실 가실. Okay, it's beautiful Korean word. 가실 가실. What does that mean? It's like crisp and dry texture. Okay, yeah, that feels good. 가실 가실. Okay, yeah. That's Korean word. Okay, it has nothing to do with Chinese characters. It's just traditional Korean, 100% Korean word. 가실 가실. Okay, kind of dry and crisp texture of those the 지푸라기, what does that mean? It's like straw. Plant stalks like rice. Once you harvest rice in Korea, okay, Korea is general. Once they harvest these rice stalks, they use these rice straws stalks to make ropes, uh, doormats. Back in the days, yeah, gypsum. Gyp means the straw. Okay, yeah, they make it into cord and they make shoes. Gyp means that rice stalk. After they harvest rice, the rice tall grass stalk, they use it as cords to twist it, right? And they shin means shoe. Okay, so gypsum is that straw shoe. Back in the days in Korea, they used to make that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's dry and crisp texture. Yeah, 가실. Okay, dry desert. Okay, yeah, very 가실. Very dry, crisp. So frugal, very tight budget, right? In desert environment, it does not rain very often. Okay, so they dig down the sink the well, groundwater. Okay, traditional way, right? And then feed these thirsty camels. Camels are so cute. They're like beautiful animal. Camels. Mm. Bactrian camels, they have two homes. Okay, yeah. Some of them live out there in the wild, like Russia, China, Mongolia. Okay, yeah, like Gobi Desert, something like that. Okay, so, yeah. Some of them out there in the wild. Okay, Bactrian camels. Don't you love that name, Bactrian camels? Beautiful animal, right? Camels. Yeah, Silk Road. Sometimes they use jeep, like cars. Sometimes they use camels. Why? Camels, horses. Uh, Also Siberia, Russia. Okay, there are some Asian tribes live in Siberia, Russia. Okay, and they are protected by Russian government. Okay, they ride. They domesticated reindeers. They ride on top of reindeers. Okay, Russians, Caucasian Russians, they domesticated moose, and yes, they ride on top of moose too. Okay, yeah. In some terrains, they are better than cars. Horses, moose, reindeer, camel, because they walk. There are some European inventions, walking um, excavators. I saw the demonstration in YouTube. It's really cool. Actually, that walking excavator concept, it was invented by the Slovakian engineering professor. Uh, I think he's also his name is Steiner. Okay, Steiner Vision, who invented is Slovakian professor in engineering. Okay, he invented flying car. Okay, yeah, fixed wing. Okay? Yeah, he also invented this walking excavator. Yeah, civil engineering excavator in difficult terrain. I saw the demonstration. It's really cool. Okay, but I think we can invent walking cars. But until then, camels, horses, moose, reindeers, they walk. Okay, so they don't get stuck in difficult terrains. Okay, they can climb up the mountain, down the mountain when the terrain is rugged because that's where they live. Okay, so if we harness, domesticate reindeer, moose, camel, which they did, alright, then we can ride, enjoy the ride in the mountains. Horses, reindeer, maybe deer too. Okay, moose, camel works better than car when it comes to taking a ride in the mountains, rugged mountains. Okay, but they are walkers. Okay, sure, yeah, Imperial Walker, Star Wars, sure, whatever. Let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, yeah, okay. Uh, So I really enjoy. I love reading about these obscure ancient kingdoms. So Taklamakan Desert. Okay, I looked it up, and then there's this obscure ancient kingdom called Lulan Kingdom. Okay, Loulan. It just sounds so beautiful, right? I love reading about these obscure ancient kingdoms that once existed. Okay, love it. Okay, also some kingdom, local province along the Silk Road. Okay, kind of like Western China. Okay, in the middle of desert nowadays. Back in the days, maybe some oasis. Okay, before climate change. Climate has always changed. Always changed. Okay, so I mean Greenland or Anwa Arctic, northern Alaska or Greenland, or there's big, huge oil reserve, oil and gas, fossil fuel. Why? Before climate change, at some point, it was a jungle. It was warm there, up there. Okay, plenty of plants and yeah, like mammoth, big elephant lived up there in Alaska. Okay, Arctic region. Okay, it was warmer back then. Okay, yeah, plenty of plants. Mammoth is big, bigger than elephant. What do they eat? Plants. So obviously back then, maybe 20,000 years ago, mammoth they had plenty vegetations to eat. Northern Alaska. Okay. Yeah, 20,000 years ago, mammoth. Yeah, there are huge vegetation in northern Alaska. Nowadays, it's just covered by ice, tundra. There are no trees up there. Okay, but back in the days, I guess there were a lot of trees and plants to feed mammoth, bigger than elephants. Okay, elephants they only live in what India, Thailand, Africa, right? Where it's hot, where there are a lot of tall trees and plants to eat. Because elephants are big. To feed elephants, you need a lot of trees and plants, okay, because they are big. Mammoths, they are bigger than elephants. They lived northern Alaska. So back in the days, maybe 50,000 years ago, northern Alaska, now covered by ice, it used to be like jungles, plenty of trees and vegetations, okay, to feed this mammoth. Yeah, yeah. But thanks to climate change, they all died. It got very cold and they got buried, and that's ANWA, Prudhoe Bay oil and gas in Alaska. Saudi Arabia, it used to be a jungle 50,000 years ago. Okay. Then climate change happened like 50,000 years ago, and all the vegetation they died. The trees, okay, they got buried and they became oil and gas. Okay. Yeah. Climate change is just the way of things, okay, and then I have to write about this. Okay? Let me grab my cell phone, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of preoccupied with this pro pebble paper too, and when good ideas comes in, I have to write it down. Okay, so that's that. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. I should cite this movie Giant. Okay, yeah, black gold oil in Texas. Yeah, movie Giant. Yeah, James Dean, right? Yeah. Yeah, this paper, yeah, it may take like 2 weeks to finish. That's fine. Yeah, slow crystallization, slow maturization. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Slow growth, slow and thorough, right? Yeah, that that's fine. Yeah. So this crab apple, right? It has a bitter taste. You know, apple has a little bit of bitter, a little bit of hint of bitter taste, right? Apple, yeah, I like it. Like black coffee. I used to be coffee drinker, okay, back in the days. When I was in Los Angeles, California, studying for LSAT, law school admission test, I'll just fall asleep, okay. After work, I would go to cafe, study LSAT, law school admission test, back in the days, California, Los Angeles, year, uh, 2008, 2009, something like that, okay. So I used to drink like triple espresso, okay. 5 hour energy drink, caffeine. But I just fall asleep after work. I'll go to cafe and study the LSAT. I'll just fall asleep. Okay. Then it caused some constipation. Okay, because caffeine, yeah, it absorbs water, kind of like acerbic, astringent. It absorbs water. Okay, so yeah, I suffer from constipation. Okay, for that reason, I moved up to Northern California, San Jose, California. Okay, from Los Angeles, California, because I was suffering from constipation. Okay. Los Angeles, California is dry desert. Okay, it seldom rains, hot and dry. So after 3 years in Los Angeles, California, I moved up to San Jose, California, where it's cooler and wetter. It rains more from there. Okay, yeah, San Jose, our south of San Francisco. Okay, it's cooler and wetter. It rains more from. Okay, then I joined the U.S. Army. Okay, that was like 2009. Yeah, like 14 years ago. No, 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 13 years ago. No, 12 years ago. 2009. Okay, 22 years ago. Okay. Rwanda is like 2021. Okay, so 22 years. I mean, 12 years ago, right? Yeah, good time. So in Korea, South Korea, well, I cannot speak for North Korea, but I'm pretty sure it's the same way. Okay. This is fruit called kam. English pronunciation, persimmon. Okay? Yeah, persimmon. Uh, it kind of looks like tomato. Okay? But persimmon, is very sweet, kind of fruit. Okay? And it grows on a tree. I mean, tomato, that's more like vegetation, shrub, right? It does not grow on a tree, right? But that persimmon tree is very high and tall tree. It was formed trunk, okay, it's a tree fruit, okay, but it looks just like tomato. Tomato is a shrub bush, this short plant, right? But persimmon is actually tree fruit. Persimmon tree go way up there, okay, like 50 feet. Huh? Yeah. But it just looks like tomato and it's very sweet. Unlike tomato. Tomato is not sweet, okay? But persimmon is very, very sweet fruit, okay? It's just like tomato, okay? First it's green, later it turn kind of yellow, orange, later on it turn red, okay? And after this first frost, late autumn, late fall, like in October, the texture changes. It become very mellow. But before that, yeah, persimmon fruit is still edible when it's green. Okay, it's very bitter and very crunchy. Okay, kind of like a high bush cranberry in Alaska, and or rose hips in Alaska, wild rose hips. Okay, it tastes like persimmon. Okay, yeah. When persimmon fruit become red and very mellow, caramelized a little bit after first frost in October in South Korea, uh, it become very sweet. Okay, and they kind of dry it too. Okay, and but before they dry it, when it's red and very mellow, they call it hongshi. Hongshi. Okay, yeah. Korean persimmon. Okay, it's amazing fruit. Okay, so high in vitamin C. Slightly bitter taste, but too much persimmon, if you eat them, you can get constipation. Okay, it's astringent, and I don't like persimmon. I love persimmon, but I don't like constipation. Okay, so yeah, sometimes they dry it. It becomes something like a raisin or your plum, right? Plum tree. It becomes like prune. Okay, so they do that stuff. Okay, so persimmon fruit, yeah, all kinds of preparation. Unripe, ripe, then they dry. Okay, all three stages. Unripe, like kind of green, yeah, yellow, orange, crunchy. Okay, and then ripe, red, persimmon fruit, amazing. Okay, and then they sometimes they dry it, right? Very chewy, great. Oh, yeah, persimmon fruit, fantastic. Mhm. I have dried at home some persimmon when I was in high school, South Korea, back in 1990s. Okay, it went well. Okay, sometimes, other times, yeah, you develop this fungus. Sometimes you have to dry it right. Okay, yeah, it's not easy. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of getting drunk. So we may have to wrap it up real soon because I am eager to do some weekend singing and dancing session. I have to push myself to do it, okay? Why? Nowadays I'm spending a lot of my spare time doing writing. I did run before this episode and we also did these sit-ups, right? But I don't, I, at least once a week, I want to do some singing and dancing. I have to push myself. It's not always easy, right? Yeah. So we wrap it up real soon, okay? So that I leave some energy reserve in my body to do some dancing along this YouTube, my favorite music videos. Okay, so I've been postponing dancing for a long while because my energy is spent in all this pro pepper too. Okay. Yeah, whiskey, kind of brown, tastes like caramel. You take 5 minutes break, please. Okay. All right. Okay. As a finale, I sing a song and then we'll wrap it up for this episode. Okay, so yeah, how about Blondie? Okay, yeah, Tide is High, 1970s. Yeah, beautiful lady and very talented singer. Yeah, Tide is High. Okay. Uh, yeah, pour some more vodka. I mean whiskey. Okay. So I know of some friends who are great artists, like fine art or music. Okay, if I ever become very rich, yeah, I sponsor them. Okay, so that they have concerts, some exhibits, fine arts. Okay, because I really appreciate their art, music, fine arts. Okay, some of my friends, amazing. Okay, so if I get to make a lot of money, I sponsor them. Okay, exhibits, museums, showcase, concerts. Okay, like Mr. Jesus Christ once said, 2,000 years ago. Okay, yeah, share it with your brothers and sisters. Okay, I make them famous. I make you famous if you want to. Yeah. So my parents, they sometimes ask me, "Hey, hey, what's all this humanology? Nobody's watching it. Why waste your time?" Hmm? I'm like, "Yeah, this public diary is journal diary, okay. But why are you drinking? Huh? In front of camera? I thought you were running for United States Senate from Alaska, huh? Nobody gonna vote for you when they see you drinking vodka and whiskey, huh?" I just want to be happy, okay? So imagine the audience. That's good enough for me, okay? Okay. That Tide is High by Blondie, okay? Da 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 da. Kind of Jamaica reggaeton, okay? Mediterranean, not Mediterranean. That's like what's the Caribbean? Caribbean, okay? Sorry. Yeah, Jamaica reggae tune, okay? Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm gonna be your number one. I'm not the kind of guy who gives up just like that. Oh no, it's not those things you do that tease and hurt me bad, but it's the way you do things you do to me. I'm not the kind of guy who gives up just like that. Oh no. Every girl wants to you. Every wants you. Every girl wants you to be her man. But I wait my duty. It's my turn. I'm not the kind of girl who gives a chance again. I know. Yeah. Well, good song. Yeah. Okay. So that's the show, okay? Yeah, that's the entertainment. If I have been entertaining someone, yeah, I apologize. Okay, so yeah, I have some balding spot here and there, but it's kind of like, isn't it kind of like if I expose my balding spot, I feel naked. Okay, so isn't it kind of like a little bit like bikini, bikini, like guilty pleasure? Okay, exposure of this balding spot, kind of like bikini a little bit, right? Yeah, maybe somewhat charming a little bit. Okay, kind of like, ooh, I'm shy. Whatever. Hey. Okay, so that's the entertainment. Thank you. Yeah, happy 1700th anniversary humanity series. Okay, thank you. God bless you. Thank you. I got to reserve some energy to do some dancing. Okay, I have to push myself for that to dance at least once a week. Okay, so let me do that. Okay. Thank you. Bye. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Bye.